Welcome to another episode of Simple Thoughts. Today I'm going to be talking about Cartoon Network, and what I'm mainly going to be talking about is the more recent hot topic, and that's their president, Christina Miller. Now, a certain thing I'm kind of hearing a lot about is that people keep blaming Christina Miller for the bad scheduling on Cartoon Network. But as a few videos that have come out recently talked about, is that it's not Christina Miller's fault. It's mainly this one guy named Vishnu Arthria. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that name, but he's mainly the guy who's in charge of the scheduling and the programming for the channel. And if anything, you should be kind of more angry at him. But the thing is that the thing about Cartoon Network is that they're a whole collection of different minds and whatnot. It's never just this one person that's the reason for a certain channel's downfall or certain bad choices on a channel. Like when Cartoon Network went their direction with the dumbass CN Reel, that wasn't just done by Stuart Snyder, the former president of Cartoon Network. That was done by a whole collective mindset. Like even people more powerful than Stuart Snyder himself when he was president. And so it's obvious that clearly it's not just this one person that's fucking up. So my thing is, I'm kind of coming to her defense and saying, chill out, because people are getting so up in arms about it. They're constantly making videos saying, oh, Christina Miller, she's killing Cartoon Network, she's ruining Cartoon Network. And it's like, no, it's not just her. You do have to get mad more at the person who's in charge of the scheduling. And because the problem with Cartoon Network right now is that they keep showing off a lot of Teen Titans Go and all that. And it's like, dude, you have other shows. Please, variety. Like, show off some more Steven Universe, show off some more Adventure Time and We Bare Bears and stuff like that. It's not just Teen Titans Go. You're not the Teen Titans Go channel. And the thing about it is, like, Teen Titans Go isn't even really exactly a property of Cartoon Network per se. It's more property of Warner Brothers. And while Cartoon Network sort of is in bed with Warner Brothers, it's still like, you don't need to be advertising it as much. Like, but that's the thing, is that I get it. It is their most popular show, sadly. But the thing is, like, it's their most popular show, so of course they're gonna advertise it a lot. But I get the criticism. It's like, dude, chill the fuck out with all this Teen Titans Go shit. Like, when OKKO premiered, like, the whole week was filled with nothing but Teen Titans Go, with the OKKO premieres throughout the day or throughout the week. So that was one thing, is that they need to just chill out with constantly advertising Teen Titans Go. Like, even when they're trying to advertise new shows, they constantly have to say, like, whenever they advertise, like, new episodes at OKKO, they end up coming out and saying, oh, these new episodes come on right after Teen Titans Go. I'm like, okay, you didn't need to mention Teen Titans Go, like, at all. I get it, it's trying to sort of sway the audience for Teen Titans Go to OKKO, but I feel like it's like, you shouldn't have to do that, you know? You should just say, here's this new show, it looks interesting, maybe you should give it a watch, you know? Like, I don't feel like you have to say, there's also Teen Titans Go on this channel with this new show. I'm like, you don't need to do that. We know Teen Titans Go is here. We know this is the home for Teen Titans Go, man. Like, we're not going to go anywhere else to watch Teen Titans Go. Or more or less, the people who do watch it aren't going to go somewhere else to watch Teen Titans Go. Come on, man. But that's mainly the thing. And what people do need to understand is that Christina Miller is not the main problem. Like, she came in, like, during the time when Cartoon Network needed to started doing better, you know, when they started doing Adventure Time and regular show, because she clearly saw that Cartoon Network was in a rut and they needed to fix themselves, in which they did, you know. But once we got Teen Titans Go and it became a hit, everyone's like, oh no, it's gotta be a lot of Teen Titans Go now. And that's not exactly the fault of Christina Miller. That is more a bit of the programming manager of Cartoon Network, like I said, the Vishnu guy. And And also, it's also kind of a collection. You know, it's a lot of people who are at fault because they're the ones who control this, because they see, hey, Teen Titans Go is popular, so if we keep advertising it, more and more people will keep watching it. And you're kind of not helping when you're constantly insulting Teen Titans Go. Like, when you constantly make videos after video after video of saying why Cartoon Network needs to cancel Teen Titans Go, it's like, they're not going to do that. You know they're not. It's the most popular program they have. And the thing is, the people who want it canceled most of the time are mainly adults, and they're not trying to appeal to adults. Their thing is like, we're trying to appeal to kids, and kids like this, so we're going to advertise it the most. Because kids really like this. Adults are not our audience. We have Adult Swim. You know, it's like, if you want adult stuff, it's like, we got Adult Swim. You got Rick and Morty and all that. But on Cartoon Network, it's like, we're trying to appeal to like the 6 to 11-year-olds. Now, my thing with that is that you don't have to try to make your show appeal to 6 to 11-year-olds. You can make it so 6 to 11-year-olds can watch it. But you want to push more for a general audience, you know, like how Powerpuff Girls was something that tried to appeal more to a general audience. Even though a lot of kids did enjoy it, it was something anyone could sit down and watch. So that's sort of the thing. And my main thing with the controversy with Christina Miller is that people are going like crazy. Like, the comment sections on videos that talk about her, they're constantly calling for her death, saying she chokes on a dick. And I'm like, Jesus, man, like, it's not all her. Like, you can get mad at the network. By all means, criticize the network. You should. That's how Cartoon Network got better after seeing Real. Because they realized, okay, people are tuning out and hating this. And so, when you vocalize and don't pay attention to Cartoon Network as much as they want you to pay attention, they're going to realize, okay, we're doing something wrong here. So what we need to do is to reorganize ourselves. We need to reevaluate how we do our business. So what would be a good way is, say, when Teen Titans Go comes on, it's like, don't watch it. Don't leave the channel on. Just tune to a different channel. That hurts their ratings because now they see, okay, people are tuning out. Now, granted, again, kids watch it, so they're probably tuning in, and that's all that matters. So that's the bad side about it. But another good thing would be, don't make so many videos talking about Teen Titans Go. Like, the more you advertise it, like, because the one lesson to understand is that bad publicity is still good. Like, no matter what, as long as people are talking about it, it's still good. It's still good in their minds, because it's like, hey, they got people talking. We don't give a shit that people don't like it. It's not about whether or not people like it. What we want is just for people to watch it. That's all that matters. So your best bet ultimately is just don't watch it, don't mention it, just keep it out your mouth. You know, keep it out of your mind. Just don't bother with it, because otherwise you just make it more powerful. And that's just something I feel a lot of people need to understand. And one other thing people constantly try to criticize Cartoon Network and Christina Miller for is that, oh, they don't put in a lot of the old shows from like the heyday of Cartoon Network. And I'm like, they shouldn't do that. You don't want to know why? Those are old shows. Are you really going to sit by and keep watching reruns of old shows? No. Like, I used to watch a lot of reruns of old shows that I liked back in the day, but afterwards I stopped watching after I watched the series over again, and I moved on to something else, because I'm like, I don't want to keep rewatching the same thing over and over again. That's going to get boring. I'm going to clearly want something new, something fresh. So, and a good criticism would be, okay, since they can't put the old shows on Cartoon Network, why not put them on Boomerang? It's like, fair. Which they were doing at one point. But now with Boomerang, they got this big problem where they're deciding to put all the new shows on Boomerang. And I'm like, no, that's where you're going too far, Cartoon Network. Like, that's where it's like, you guys fucked up there, because Boomerang's supposed to be for all the old nostalgic shows. That's what it is. That's the secondary channel for people who liked old cartoons or the old shows on Cartoon Network. So for you to decide, no, we're going to put all the new shows there, it's like, then what's the point of Boomerang? Like, what is its purpose anymore? If this is where we have to go, if this is going to have all the same shit we've seen on Cartoon Network, like, it should just have Tom and Jerry, your Looney Tunes, your old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, even some just old cartoons that from back in the day. You know, like your Tex Avery stuff. Like, there's no reason for you to put new shows on Boomerang until after they've ended and it's been some years, you know? Like, before they had the old Teen Titans on there, and that was a good idea. It's like, yeah, why not put the old Teen Titans on there? They had Justice League. I think they even had. Actually, I don't even think they had the Batman the Animated Series on there, or they might have, but I forgot. I'm not too sure. But either way, like, just put, like, you don't need to put all the new shows on there. Like, just don't do that. All you really need to do is just keep old shows. Just keep the old shows there. You know, you had Kids Next Door. Granted, they had a weird thing where they were airing them like early, and I mean early in the morning, like 1 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, I don't know. But it's like, just do that. Also, a thing about them is they put Sonic Boom on Boomerang. While I like the show, I still find it kind of stupid that it's like, why is this on Boomerang? They should be on Cartoon Network and at a better time slot, because I'm sorry, that 7 o'clock shit, that was dumb. Like, it's on a better time now, but at the same time, it's like, why Boomerang? Why the secondary channel? It's a good show. Put it, like, on your main channel. I don't know. It's weird. It's clearly doing fine. Like, Sonic Boom got nominated for a Teen Choice Award. For a Teen Choice Award, it lost to Family Guy because, guess what? Teen Choice is owned by fucking Fox. Like, makes sense. Like, obviously. So, but either way, you're clearly getting some recognition. I constantly see, like, every week, a certain joke that goes in an episode ends up being talked about somewhere on some type of article that reviews media or talks about media of some sort. And it's fun. So clearly they're not doing bad. Hopefully they get a 3rd season even. But I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. We're on Cartoon Network and Boomerang. And with Boomerang, there is fair criticism. There is really fair criticism against Cartoon Network in general when it comes to how they handle Boomerang. Because it is supposed to be the nostalgic channel. It's supposed to be for people who grew up on old stuff. One thing that I never saw them put on Boomerang, it was this old show called Toonheads. And that'd be nice if they brought that back, or put that up there, like all the old episodes of that. Because that was something that taught you about cartoons and animation and some of the process. You know, it gave you some of the history. So I'm like, why not put that up there? You know, you learn some history of animation. That was always fun for me as a kid. And hell, even in this day and age, you probably could do something where you have something like that again, where it talks about the process and the process or the history of animation and old great animators. I mean, but that's just an idea. And again, neither here nor there. But yeah, the main thing is that with the current president, Christina Miller, I just feel like we need to chill out. You know, it's not just her that's at fault, and I don't want to believe that she's trying to kill the network, because she's clearly not. They do advertise the shows here and there. It's just a lot of time episodes kind of take a while because they're trying to compete with streaming. Which, like I said, if you want to, it's best to just get with the times. Put your shows on Netflix, Hulu, and all that, and there you go. You know, that works better than just simply just trying to release a whole plethora of episodes in one sitting. Like, just put them on Netflix and Hulu as they come out, and that can work better for you because more people get to watch it. But I wouldn't say Christina Miller is trying to kill Cartoon Network. I feel like she does love Cartoon Network. I feel like she really does want to do a lot with Cartoon Network, but you gotta remember, she's not in control of every aspect of Cartoon Network. She may be the president, but she has bosses, you know. Cartoon Network is more of a it's more like a subcategory of Turner Broadcasting. And they're the big heads, you know, they're the people who really control everything going on behind the scenes, or control a lot more of it behind the scenes. So we need to just chill, honestly. Like, Christina Miller, I feel like she does want to want to do right by Cartoon Network, but a lot of it is stuck by the fact that they do live off that dumbass mantra of, if it's not a big hit, like a lot of the old heads in charge of Cartoon Network still have that dumbass mantra of, if it's not a hit like SpongeBob in the first episode, then it's not going to be as properly advertised. And now with OKKO, it did pretty good. Now that's the thing about it; it's still doing pretty good, and a lot of people do like it. Granted, I don't know what the ratings are for it, so I'm not. So take what I say with some salt. But I just feel like they just mainly need to get out of the mindset that it needs to be a hit right away. It's like, build an audience. It's all about building the audience first. You're not going to always have it so you just have a hit on the first episode. Not many shows have that. Like, no show really has that, where it's the hit where it's a massive hit right there. Like, it usually has to have a few episodes down the line before people really say it's a hit. Like Stranger Things, they had to release the whole season in one go before people said, that's a great show, Like, you had to watch the whole series through before you just claimed it great. So, that's just one thing. And I'm probably just rambling now, but I mainly just wanted to say that we just need to not blame all of this on Christina Miller. It's not just her. And one thing that could be helpful when it comes to criticizing the network is just criticize just the network. It's not just one individual that fucks it up. It's clearly a whole group collective that can screw things up here and there. So I wouldn't say it's just Christina Miller. She probably wants to do a lot more. She probably has a lot of great ideas that sadly can't come into fruition because, she's being blocked by her bosses. So that's just one thing I feel we need to understand. Criticize the network as a collective, not as just one individual. That's just the best way to go about it versus it's all this one person's fault, because it can't be. No network falls because of just one person. It takes a lot more, especially since Cartoon Network, like I said, it's just a subcategory of Turner Broadcasting. It's more like the son of Turner Broadcasting. Rather than, it's not its complete whole. It's not a complete whole network that has complete absolute control over every little aspect. That's just what I feel. I just think we just need to chill out. Criticize the network all you want. You can get on them even for, like I said, for Boomerang, because they need to fix that. But we just shouldn't be so harsh. Let's stop all the absolute toxic comments that we send to Christina Miller, saying she needs to go die, saying she needs to suck a dick or choke on a dick. I'm like, because that's just gross for one thing, and it's just horribly negative, man. It's not a good mindset. It's not a good look, and it makes everybody look bad. So let's just chill out and just enjoy what we can get from Cartoon Network. We got OKKO, we got We Bare Bears, we got Amazing World of Gumball, we got good shows. I understand, we want them to do great. That's the main thing, is that we want these shows to do great. We want them to be big hits. We want them to be popular. Or mainly just be successful, mostly. So that's mainly just what I feel we need to do. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and also make love to that subscribe button. Also, there are new rewards available on my Patreon that you can go to right here, and also new prices. And just as well, I added one certain reward that gives you early access if you pay just $1. So go right there and become a patron today. And always remember, it's just a thought.